some type of way. Why you tripping? Why you hating? Why you don't love me? I take up space. Why you hate me? Why you need me? Why you call me? I'm out the way. Birthday didn't came some type of way. Are we your parents? I cannot stand it. Are you okay? Some type of way, some type of way, some type of way. Some type of way, some type of way, some type of way. That you feeling, why you tripping, some type of way. Are you okay? I take up space, morals come great. But I love your face, you wanna fade, you wanna fight, I wanna cry. Some type of way, some type of way, some type of way, some type of way.
If I told you once, I told you twice, I'm so nice. You can't fuck with mine. Shit. Let me tell on something. I got the flavor, saltfish and dumpling. Stay into something if my heart pumping. I jump on a track, attack if it's bumping. Whoa, whoa, your mind them like gumption. Can't function, they in the place sunken. Oh, look, they're running out of battery. You're mad at me cause no category I get lumped in. Fresh, yes, I stepped into function. Too focused to fuck with the fuck shit. 2 shots in the air for the toughest, roughest. Rude boy them you can't fuck with. You fuck with, only can't touch this. Gal by my side, you know, says she must stick. Ranch in the villa, decor is hella rustic. I'm about to run to the store to get a substance. Trunk in the front, so the horses in the back, Lil Nas X. I'm watching what I eat, I ain't looking for a snack, but she want sex. This destructive behavior is really fucking up my conscience. I be looking for some peace, but I always seem to run into some nonsense. But I ain't holding back, I'ma let them know, right? I was out your down bad, fucking with the low lights. I was leaning to the left, I was trying to go right. They said money, 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 I was like, I know, right? Look, you speaking my language, too bad, bitch, that's a motherfucking sandwich. I ain't up next with a stretch, over flame, bitch. How do can once again? I be where the game is. And if I told you once, I told you twice. I'm sorta nice, you can't fuck with my shit. When I hold the mic, release my demons, poltergeist, and I watch my life shift. From a simple peasant to the presence of the highest, I might as well sit on my fucking throne in my fucking zone, on my kingship, my chalice I sip. And if I told you once, I told you twice. I'm sorta nice, you can't fuck with my shit. When I hold the mic, release my demons, poltergeist, and I watch my life shift. From a simple peasant to the presence of the highest, I might as well sit on my fucking throne in my fucking zone, on my kingship, my chalice I sip, 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 sip. I'ma take a motherfucking sip, 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 bitch, roll up the split. What's the forecast selector? I'm just trying to get some more cash selector. I'm just trying to get a DoorDash selector and some lemon pepper wings. I'm the ass inspector. Is she really, really bad? I'ma ask for nectar. Diggity, diggity in the pussy. I'm a dash effect, a dice effect. In fact, if I'm rapping next, I got to flex. Imperative, I rock the sector. What am I talking about? What am I chat about? What am I say? I'm gonna black out, pull the mask out, show me the safe. I'm gonna cash out, then I'ma dash out of the place. It's a pandemic, put a damn mask on your feet. I gotta breathe. I'm feeling the leaves crush under my feet. Look, I never fall, but I gotta leave. Look, I got the ball, I got the disease. I'm feeling like, look, if I told you once, I told you twice. I'm sorta nice, you can't fuck with my shit. When I hold the mic, release my demons, poltergeist, and I watch my life shift. From a simple peasant to the presence of the highest, I might as well sit on my fucking throne in my fucking zone, on my kingship, my chalice I sip, 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 sip. Sip, 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 bitch, roll up the split. Sip, 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 bitch, roll up the split. Sip, 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 bitch, roll up the split.
Sometimes the water work for you. Not let that bitch si no cortas tu condición, si te metes en la tierra y eso me gusta, porque es mucho más de lo que esperaba de ti. Claro que tú mereces.
When I'm gone, swear to God, all I think about is you. But it's tension when I visit, I smoke and write melodic blues. You be tripping, you be distant, ain't no telling what you do. I be tripping, omnivision, the sky's a nice melodic blue. When I'm gone, swear to God, all I think about is you. But it's tension when I visit, I smoke and write melodic blues. You be tripping, you be distant, ain't no telling what you do. I be tripping, omnivision, the sky's a nice melodic blue.
I'm just outside chillin', tryna make it to the mark. Southside hustling, tryna make $1 million. I'm just outside chillin', tryna make it to the mark. Southside hustling, tryna make $1 million.
Yeah, she dead when you pouring champagne out. Give a fuck who got something to say about it. She act like she deserve a private island. Throw a fit real quick, she gon' whine about it. Gon' lie about it, pour a wine about it. Might cry about it, I wouldn't doubt it. She hasn't matured now in the slightest. Want a golden touch, but don't know a Midas. Guess we both imposters, thought we would go farther, but then karma caught up. I can't act like I was one with honor. Like I don't cause pain for people, daughters. I'm the bad guy with the best rhyme, but a fool for love, so I'm chastised. I want a refund of my time. Take it back when your ass wasn't mine. Yeah.
I'm just outside chillin', tryna make it to the mark. Southside hustling, tryna make $1 million. I'm just outside chillin', tryna make it to the mark. Southside hustling, tryna make $1 million.
When I'm gone, swear to God, all I think about is you. But it's tension when I visit, I smoke and write melodic blues. You be tripping, you be distant, ain't no telling what you do. I be tripping, omnivision, the sky's a nice melodic blue.
I ain't never been no Casanova. She was more like immature type and her skin tone tapioca. Pussy popping like a can of soda. You a long way from Minnesota. She was mad cause she got her hair and nails switched up and I didn't notice. I was drunk, won't sugarcoat it. I like 'em brazy and bratty. She wanna make me the daddy. I wanna pay for the nanny and switched up the fit on the way to the Grammys. New reservations in Malibu. Nobody held you accountable. Your daddy talking about disowning you cause we maxed out his card at the fountain blue.
Yeah, we smoking until I slanted. They try not to see all our damage. I think I plug be the therapist. Instead of making hits, I was taking hits with a pair of lips on a lunatic. Mama, who is this? She a succubus or if God designed to break this heart of mine, she the perfect knife. And I shouldn't have wiped her, boy, she not the type. Not to say I'm such a better person. I may fall or fail, but I'm fucking learning. When I ask a nice lies, it ain't no lie. She can distract you from your purpose. So I'm always working. Burnt out, tires burned out in my Suburban. Pockets full, but my heart hurting. Pockets full, but my heart hurting. Gone, swear to God, all I think about is you. But it's tension when I visit, I smoke and write melodic blues. You be tripping, you be distant, ain't no telling what you do. I be tripping, I'm the this guy's a nice melodic blue.
I promise you, girl, I got the right intentions. Even though I was in her mentions and fucking with these bitches, I promise you, girl, you got my attention, and we gon' shit all on these bitches. Our love's forever endless. No, please don't go. Let's just take it slow, so we can grow. I promise you, girl, I got the right intentions. Even though I was in her mentions and fucking with these bitches, I promise you, girl, you got my attention, and we gon' shit all on these bitches. Our love's forever endless. Baby girl, don't you go. I know my words hurt you so we don't gotta be friends no more. Just give me a yes or no, but I want you here by my side, 'cause A&L down to right. I never try to feed you lies. You can see the truth in my eyes. Baby girl, don't you go. I know my words hurt you so we don't gotta be friends no more. Just give me a yes or no. I promise you, girl, I got the right intentions. Even though I was in her mentions and fucking with these bitches. I promise you, girl, you got all my attention, and we gon' shit all on these bitches. Our love's forever endless. I promise you, girl, you girl, you girl, you girl. I promise you, girl, you girl, you girl, you girl. I promise you, girl, I got the right intentions. Even though I was in her mentions and fucking with these bitches. I promise you, girl, you got my attention, and we gon' shit all on these bitches. Our love's forever endless. I promise you, girl.
I wish I could pull you closer. Feels like you're drifting away. I wish I could see inside your mind when you don't have the words to say. Why you got an attitude? Wish that you would tell me what is wrong. You got somebody here for you, but please don't leave me out here all alone. Thinking, how could we let our love like ours plateau? I've been drinking, so baby, it's some things I need to know. Are you still here with me? Do you still care? 'Cause I'm feeling a vacancy. Are you still there? You just gotta tell me how do we get back on track? And you gotta tell me now before it is too late. 'Cause I don't wanna be the only one that's fighting things from your view. I deny myself and hear you say very clear that and I will get by, but we gotta lean into each other. Say goodbye to the past and no mistake. But you gotta tell me how do we get back on track? And you gotta tell me now before it is too late. 'Cause I don't wanna be the only one that's fighting for a love that's slowly dying. Tell me before it's too late. We're fussing and fighting when we should be delighting in each other. And that's what I wanna do. We're fussing and fighting when we should be delighting in each other. And that's what I wanna do. You just gotta tell me how do we get back on track? And you gotta tell me now before it is too late. 'Cause I don't wanna be the only one that's fighting for love that's slowly dying. Tell me before it's too late.
Gonna have to feel me on this one. I know this one hit close to home. You might not feel the flow or you might not catch the cadence, but I know I feel these lines with these words. It's a statement. I got friends waiting on their arraignment. I got some family that's locked up in the state pen. Got me under surveillance, won't testify or give a statement. Hold them in contempt cause our bond is covalent. Hope I get bail from jail, never been an assailant. Never been on a plane, but I get out, I might go sailing. Say they will never switch, they won't make no arrangement. Wanna put them in the hole, they won't get no engagement. You can give them all the time, but you can never take his soul. Stay 10 toes down, say he will never fold. Till they put him in a cage with his foes. They took his clothes, they broke his nose, his eyes were solely closed. Know how that shit go. Try to get good behavior, watch him jeopardize them. Family came to visit, couldn't recognize him. Prosecutor probably thinking he a statesman. Wanna take me off the street so he can make a statement. Mason tear gas, how that justice tastes. Maybe you could've beat the case. Said a criminal you'll always be. Damn, why Bobby take the plea? Probably had him dancing right, probably threatened to give him life. Lawyer phoned it home and probably made his night. Get a twinkle in his eye from taking niggas' lights. Disappear this nigga, get him out of sight. Only thing we know to do, so it's only right. Calculated in they advocates, this lawyer was an Atticus. The lowest class of the lowest caste. I guess they get more cash from feeding niggas in prison than having them on the street or paying for their tuition. Don't give them no options, then blame them for their decision. They killing them with precision, with rituals, it's religion. Rituals, man. Just do them over and over again. with no care, with no respect for the outcome. We just do it because we think it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
We know the prisons don't reform.
Yeah.
Yeah, niggas ain't on our level. They be walking around disheveled, whole crew drip special. I don't even know what to tell you. If I did, niggas still wouldn't know what to do with it.
Yeah, 100%. We hot in the bitch, riding in the windows with no tent. I'm popping my shit, hopping out the whip with a fifth. We rolling the spliff. I'ma get the Rari and its rinse and coochie to fit.
Yeah, 100%, I'm putting it in. These niggas follow different trends. Don't do it for friends, I do it for ends. All my brothers that's with me, that's fam. I said it again, cause this shit really part of the plans.
Yeah. Sweet ass niggas know we can never be the same. We control it, didn't intend on playing games. Mario Kart and we go bananas in the lanes. I'm copping the phantom for every dirt that's on my name.
Yeah, niggas really building from the pain. Need a plane, ain't got my own lane. Got a ball till we need a road gain. Now they everything paid for.
Just hit dirt, we talking building up the function. Just hit Bo to shoot an arrow for destruction. Just hit Bubba to put a Draco on your mother. You all help a Bubba flapping gums, your bullets rubber.
Man, niggas ain't even really hit shit. Niggas still playing on they ripstick, skating on the bullshit. All that energy is ridiculous. I can't even get with it. Working in the gym, I ain't even have a membership. Beats being cracked and the raps being fentanyl. How I even get here? Man, this shit been brewed. Me and Taj been snapping this, no delay too.
Peter picked the problem, I'm posing in leather pants. Posting in the picture in Mr. Miyagi stance in the trance. The psychedelics put planets in my hands. Dreaming about Japan and paparazzi and fans. Whipping up in the pan, the future here in advance. Mobilizing the truth, you local, I got the proof. Young nigga raised in the zoo. Georgia Clay all on the boots. Yeah, over hurdles. And Google the streets I'm from, you seeing nothing but murder. I always hear you running. The differences in the story. Y'all niggas coming from nowhere, we niggas coming from nothing. Running, running.
Yeah. Nigga, look, you don't know a goddamn thing about me. Born in the cold in the winter, but I'm raised in the heat. I remember when my car broke down, had to walk on the highway. Now I'm being frank, I just wanna do it my way. Broke my bank on a Friday, Used to get high in the driveway, Now I get high at the crib, now they wanna see how I live. Hell nah, you can't get inside my life. You don't know what I did. Sacrifice I gave up my ribs. Almost lost my mind in this shit. Almost lost my life, man. I done tried for this shit. And I'm finna try again. Yeah. Look, now, I done lived all these lives in the past, but it's harder sometimes to just be where I'm at. All of these classes were closed with holes in the bones in the back. But damn, we done bought these 4 grams. Smoke that shit so fast, I done wrote so much, young nigga almost broke his hand. Tripped on a sheet in the woods and I fell into the promised land. Man, a nigga meant to say promise. But I came back a better man. And I'm finna do this shit again. And I'm going stupid for my grandpa's pen. Yeah, fuck it, I'm just about to go and I dropped me 2 projects, didn't promote them, and now on my next shit, I'm going in focus, I know it's my moment, gotta just hold it, I cannot condone it, finding a motive for show on a roll and I cannot control it, like my Toyota, when that engine blowed, I was blown, now I'm over it, move like a soldier, got my 10 toes on the floor, this is not that low key that you know, but sure and I'm older, I live on my own, I don't go home to mama no more, niggas they shouldn't have problems no more, niggas we shouldn't have problems, I saw all them hoes, niggas came straight from the bottom, I thought you forgot it. I just wanna dance with shit. Yeah, I feel like the man in this shit. Yeah, don't you understand, little bitch? Yeah, I feel like the man's in this shit. Yeah, I just wanna dance with shit. Yeah, don't you understand, little bitch? Yeah, I just wanna dance on the shit. But you won't catch a nigga at the party. All that bullshit gets too exhausted, posted up on the wall, feeling nauseous. Damn, why you niggas always wanna talk? I don't know you nigga, better fuck up on me, nigga. Please, better fuck up on me. 6 feet, I ain't had a vaccine yet. I just wanna, why you playing with me? Need a suit that's tailor fitted, cause I'm about my business finally. Told you I have to pay attention, cause you niggas finna measure ends that I did's ridiculous. And I made a beat, shit's ridiculous. Fuck your ridicule, yeah, that shit's not hitting me. Do this for my niggas that's been listening. Put a blessed eardrum. Niggas talking shit illegitimate. Now it's time for red rum. Nigga, that mean murder. Pray your ass finna run. Yeah, I know my name Bolo, always stay solo. Never did promo. How I'm by my lonesome, finna change the game. Niggas finna know the name, but I just wanna dance with shit. Yeah, I feel like the man.
dyed-in-the-wool like creator, like Childish Gambino, Kendrick. Like, they experiment. They don't do the same shit over and over. Exactly. It's like they're constantly changing their music. Go ahead and start
Hello, and we're live on New Atlanta.
Yo.
Yo, you hear that voice? It's not mine. It's
Bohemian Lonely.
Hey, that's what's up.
AKA Bolo, you know what I'm saying? Bolo baskets, Bolo baggins.
Yeah, you about to hear him speak to us. Well, speak to me for the next half hour. So stay tuned. I only got one announcement. Jay Newton. So that's my fault. So Atlanta's Own's hosting an event on May 28th. The presenters are Jay Newton, Jelani Imani, Zaya, Surf, Ben Riley, Cam the Artisan, Clue, Camo, David the Tragic, and Raymond. That's on May 28th. And yeah, check it out. So
shout out those guys.
Yeah, shout out to those guys.
Shout out Atlanta.
You know it. So yeah, we're about to get into this interview with Bolo. So how you been, bro?
Man, I've been good, man. Just focused on the next stage of my life, career, all that shit, man. Tapped in.
Got you. And then you're coming off your 2 EPs you done in 20 last year. I'm gonna say 2021.
Yeah.
That was last year.
Yeah.
Which was Bolo EP and then the Bolo's home studio. So tell us about the Bolo EP. That one was dope. They're both dope.
So the Bolo. So Bolo's home studio. I don't that's just throwaways, and I just put them on SoundCloud. That's the throwaways when I was making the EP, and so I was just I don't want to keep these to myself because I was I don't think I'm ever gonna drop this seriously.
Right.
So and I have my before I have some old stuff on SoundCloud, and it's called the Ghetto Home Studio EP. Yeah. So it's just just songs that I was just working on that I was just I want to put them out, but I don't know what to do with them.
Right.
But Bolo EP, man, that was just me becoming Bohemian Lonely. It was just a whole era of my life where I was just trying to figure myself out. Right when the pandemic happened, I started producing. And so I was just thinking about music in a different way, and I was just I kind of want to do come out in the game in a certain way. I was kind of thinking about it in a more I just want to build a catalog. I'm not trying to, because I used to rap before, but I was I didn't feel I had an identity, and so I kind of used that to my advantage. That's kind of what Bohemian Lonely is. It's not really an identity. You just going with your own flow,
right? And
that's how I've always felt I am. So that shit just came together perfectly. And then the Bolo nickname, I was just yeah, I got to do something like this. So quick 6 songs, but they're all they're jam packed with shit the lyrics and the beats, and it goes, but it's kind of a loose story.
Got you. And your beats, or the beats on both albums, or all EPs, are really unorthodox, compared to what's out there. So how did you come up with that sound? Just you're not gonna hear that type of sound anywhere else. I'm being honest with you.
Man,
being for real.
I appreciate it, man. It's just I feel influences, man, and those years where I was formative, because I've been a writer. I've been writing rap since 2014, recording songs. I have old mixtapes and stuff. But when I was approaching this Bolo stuff, I had some old songs, and when I figured out how to produce, I kind of just was I could take this shit I like from this kind of music and mix it with this.
Right.
I kind of was just fucking around for a while, and then when I got comfortable rapping on my own shit, I was okay, I can I kind of try to find a good way to make it still ride, you still be able to but that it's not normal,
right?
It's not, you're not supposed to be bobbing your head, but it's oh no, he found out something. So I just want that to present, because I'm in a mode now, I just don't, it's hard for me to just regular sounding stuff, so I don't want to make stuff that sounds regular to me,
right?
So whatever just sounds weird, that's when I work with people, I'm just yo, let's just try to do some weird. If we're gonna either get some fire shit or some whack shit,
right?
Most of the time it's fine. and I'm just really focused on I'm a writer, so I like to write and then have the beat build after. And also for the EP, I didn't produce. I produced Dance Man. That was the only one I produced on there.
Fun song.
Yeah, and I love that. That was the first beat of mine that I made that I rapped on.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, and I made 100 and some beats before then.
Yeah.
And so I've actually rapped on other beats that I've made before that, after that, and kind of added shit to them now.
Right.
because I've finished like recording this album that I'm planning to drop, but
hey, that's what's up.
And I've definitely I produced way more on there. I produced like 7 out of 12 of the songs.
Okay, cool. And then have you produced for other artists too? Given that you're taking on more of a production responsibility too. In addition, you still like keeping track.
I'm just starting to get into that bag now.
Yeah.
Like producing for other people, because when I first started, I was just like, I don't know if I'm gonna be inspired and rap on this.
Right.
And now I'm like working with other artists and like collabing on beats with other artists. I haven't necessarily like gotten a placement yet though, like just with my beat.
Got you.
But yeah, more of that coming this year for sure.
Gotcha.
I'm just reaching out for more of those opportunities.
Cool. We'll be looking out.
Yeah, because I do want to hear other people besides me like on my production, because I kind of feel like I'm in like a bag now where like, because at first I was like, are these beats good? They're weird, but are they good? But now that I know that people come to me be like, yo, that's a fire beat. Like, so I'm like, okay, I just got to keep going. Like, I'm trying to learn more real technical shit to like add to it. And
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense though. Kid Cudi was like on the same wave too.
Yeah,
like,
love Kid Cudi.
Like, weird, and then like everybody wanted to be on like Kid Cudi beat or make something like Kid Cudi. Like,
yeah.
In a way, so.
I feel like it's like a pros and cons to both things, because you can rap on regular stuff and it's easier to like be accessible to people.
Yeah.
But if you do something weird and that's your own thing and it clicks, I feel like that's just a stronger thing, because then people are gonna look at to me for that,
right? Because
they know they can't get it nowhere else,
right? And
so I feel like this is real intentional. I kind of fuck with how it's moving, like it's moving, and I just work with. If it's not my beat, I don't like go on YouTube anymore. I used to, man, the YouTube days, man. Type beats, and shout out to the type beats.
Yeah.
There's actually, myself was a type beat that I rapped to, but I ended up like DMing the producer and getting like the exclusive from him, and Cold Sweats was a type beat that I used, and I actually just used that as a type beat, but it was really just a loop. It was just like a sample loop, so it wasn't really a beat. But I just remember hearing that and like wanting to tell that story, like instantly.
Yeah, that song just reminded me of like something Tyler the Creator did on Goblin. His very like first album. So it was like
that on this album, because people tell me it reminds them of Tyler the Creator, but I like what I was saying, like it's kind of exaggerated, but for the most part, all that shit really happened to me, like being in the hospital and like all that shit.
For real? No.
And so, and the growth from that is what led up to the Bolo EP.
Got you.
And that's why, like, after on the album or the EP, after that song, like, you know, you hear that beat at the end that my friend made, and it's just like it gives it a happier end, like a happier feeling, because that's how I felt like when I made the album. Like, it brought me out of a bad place.
Right. Oh wow. So it was like a therapy session.
Yeah.
I mean, the song itself is therapy session.
Yeah, pretty much.
Album.
Yeah.
Got you.
And like so like. Myself is basically just saying like how it's like, kind of like the thesis of the whole Bohemian. Like I'm doing it, I feel like I'm on my own time, like I'm doing my shit by myself. Like it's kind of crazy how it came together, but once it came together, I was like, oh, I have something. Like, and then 3 songs. I found the beat for Jumbo on YouTube, and so I hit up that guy and I was like, yo, I wrote something to this, because I had Jumbo for a while and I was trying to get that Jumbo right. And he was like, yo, this is hard. So we've been tapped in since then, and then he sent me the beat for Grandpa's BENZ.
Right.
And Gym Work. Shout out Crew. He's from Philly.
Got you. I was about to ask that too. Like who are the other producers on there?
Yeah. So CMW Beats. He's the one who did Jumbo, Gym Work, and Grandpa's BENZ.
Right.
AE Beats did Cold Sweats, and Ashton McCrate did myself, and then I did Dance Man.
Got you. Shout out to all those producers.
Yeah.
And then talk to us about like your outfits and your bolo tie. Obviously, we know where like the bolo tie, bolo. Yeah. But, like the outfits, like in all your videos, you like wearing this like oversized suit and like.
So that's like the character. That's kind of like how I would view myself in my head sometimes.
Yeah.
Like being awkward and just like it kind of reflects that like the beats are kind of awkward, but like I still know how to move around, and so I just wanted to show like I could wear that suit wherever and just be myself wherever. Like don't matter what you look like, you can't compromise what you look like. So I just wanted to have like a character represent that. And now I'm building a new character for this album, like Camp Counselor Bolo.
Yeah. And
that's kind of like why I'm dressed like this right now, because I'm just like on the summer camp vibes.
Got you. Okay. That makes sense.
And so you're gonna see like there's a way to like I'm trying to build a whole universe, so piece by piece.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking more like creatively now, as far as instead of just trying to be a rapper. Because before I was just like the rapper Josh, and I was just trying to rap as best as I could. But now that I am confident in my rapping ability, I'm like, I got to do something else. I got to like create an identity and like through the music and like create like my own sound. Because if time comes for me to rap, I can rap. If I can do a creative song, I just want to like be myself through music.
Right.
And so that's where I'm at with it now. Because I feel like that's just real. That's what I fuck with now.
Got you. And so talk about your influence. What influenced you to make to rap or make the raps that you do, or influence the sounds that you make? I mean, obviously your friends did, but like sometimes they do come from outside.
Yeah. So what made me start rapping? Because I've always been a rap fan like since a kid. Because my parents just always played rap for me.
Right.
But like Kendrick Lamar was like what influenced me. Like I could do this. Like I can do this because like he was just like a different guy in the environment he's from.
Right.
And so I was just kind of focused on like rapping and like trying to see different perspectives, and I'm inspired by everybody, man. Like dang, but like I'd say Kendrick, and then I'm inspired by like non-rap artists like Bob Marley.
Right.
I just kind of want to be like an artist like that, like where people just fuck with me for me,
right?
And they'll see what the music sound like, you know. Yeah.
Right.
I want people to just get me straight from the music and like alternative like bands and stuff. Like bands like Inner Wave, and I kind of want, and I'm trying to like, that's why I'm doing camp counselor stuff now, because I'm trying to like show how the outdoors has influenced me. Like I was in this program where I went on a lot of hikes, and that kind of just like transformed like how I think about the world, and like sometimes just going outside and just being in the nature and present moment can just help you like go through. And I feel like people nowadays, they're just like on social media doing their phone shit, and nobody wants to like go outside unless it's like a whole, but it's like sometimes that's just all you need, like just to spend time with yourself and your thoughts,
right?
To figure shit out. And I'm kind of like trying to portray that in the music, like just focus on your mental, like, and everything's gonna be all right.
Got you. And then, do you have any features like that are coming on this tape that like it's more like camp focused, or is it gonna be?
There's So I have a song with Taj, Keeton, and Jelani.
Yeah.
That I can't wait to put that out.
Yeah.
I can't wait to put that out.
And that's your first single?
The first single is gonna be just me.
Gotcha.
It's a song called Daps and Hugs, but it's hard.
That's all hard. Yeah, I seen you perform that couple.
I can't wait to drop that. I can't wait to drop this album, man. Like you don't know, cause I'm just like, even shit's still coming out, and I'm like, yeah, this shit is still gonna be hard when I drop it.
Right.
And I'm like working on new stuff now, so I kind of feel, so I'm just making sure everything's right when I am ready to drop.
Right.
But man, yeah. And then I have Seren Fields on a song.
Oh, I heard.
Yeah, she actually just dropped her first album on Saturday. So shout out her 50/50.
Right.
Yeah, that song is crazy too.
Yeah.
She's super talented. We produced that song together.
Right.
And I'm just like trying to work with more people now. I'm kind of started tapping in with David the Tragic.
Yeah.
We don't have anything like we made like we work together on some stuff like beats and like a song, but I don't think anything's coming out yet.
Right.
But I'm trying to tap in with everybody in the Atlanta scene, man, because I fuck with the Atlanta scene for real, because everybody's doing, nobody's judging, and everybody's putting in work. Everybody's trying to see each other win. So I feel like we can't lose with that.
Right.
Especially like because I feel like Atlanta right now is going through some shit.
Oh yeah, a lot.
Like like a lot of shit. Like as far as the mainstream. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
it's
the whole,
with
like
the YSL thing and just all the main people that are like representing Atlanta. It's like now they're gonna have to lay low.
For a while, yeah, and they were like the top selling artists too. Like,
and so like it kind of reminds me of like here, and same shit happened in Chicago, but it's like vice versa happened.
Right.
Like, cause like there was the drill shit, but
everyone
kind of Chance and like Vic Mensa, those people, they were getting big too, and like kind of like competing with that. But now it's just drill and just like nobody's checking for the creative side.
Yeah.
And I feel like now it's time in Atlanta for like the weird shit because there's always been like different shit bubbling in Atlanta, but I feel like that's gonna be like at the forefront.
Hopefully, because sometimes I feel like record labels are like when they sign some of these like rappers who like do the more like mainstream like street shit. The record labels push that more than they do like the weird shit.
It's hard. Yeah, it's still hard to get pushed, but that's why I'm like, that's why shit like this is so dope, man, because we can like make our own platforms now and like try to push that shit on social media and like just fuck around.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of talented artists, and like it's a good way to like show them, like put them like in the forefront.
Yeah, man.
So is there like any? I know you're saying you're working on features though, but is there any particular feature that you would want? Like anybody could be local, famous, could be.
Shit, you saying that, man. I work with so many people, but I guess I could start locally, like with people that I haven't made a song with. I want to work with Kapwani. And with like Aaliyah, Nicole.
So dope.
I want to work with Hollow Sinatra. Man, those are like the stick out names right now. As far as like if I could get any feature that I wanted, like top shit, man, that's a fucking heavy loaded ass question. I would say Kendrick. I just don't know what we would make.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it'd be like a weird but cool
Cause part of me would want to like get into some deep shit, but like I know we're not gonna be able to do that in the studio session. So like, man, that's a load. I want to work with everybody, man. I want to work with like Young Nudie, I want to work with like fucking bands. There's this band called Innerwave. I want to work with Unknown Mortal Orchestra. Oh, actually, #1 feature. Toro y Moi.
Bro, holy shit.
#1, like, I feel like no matter what me and Chaz would make would be fire.
Yeah. Bro, he dropped the album
that's my
weeks ago.
It's either that album or the Kendrick album. That's my favorite.
Yeah. Did you listen to Denzel one?
Denzel's was really good too. I just feel like I like it. And I feel like it is a better album than like Taboo, but Taboo just hit me harder when it came out.
Gotcha. Yeah, Taboo was dope, but I don't know. I kind of like this album a little bit better.
I like this. I like this album. Like he's really talking about some shit on this album. I love Denzel, man.
Right.
I would work with Denzel too.
Right.
I would definitely work with Denzel. Oh, JPEG Mafia.
Oh,
I feel like we'd make some crazy shit.
Yeah, I feel like you guys would be like in the same way, kind of.
Yeah.
Like, even though his is like more industrial. Like,
I feel like I get like some of that's a big influence for me, like as far as the weirdness aspect, but I still like regular mainstream music too, so I don't want to like, I like everything. I kind of want to keep it. Like that's why Kendrick is like kind of like my standard, because he does whatever he wants, but he still is able to stay relevant everywhere. And I just want like my words, like I want the lyrics to really be impactful. Like so, like I've been taking my time. Like you'll see when the album comes out, like the writing is elevated, and so I just want it to be the same way with the next. With like I just want you to know that like I'm always working on my pen. Like even though vibes are important to me, like I'm always trying to up my pen.
Right.
And some people aren't doing that, and it's more power to them. Like everybody's doing their own thing in music now. So.
Right.
But I just want you to, like, respect my pen, like, on some shit.
Gotcha.
For real.
Yeah.
Like, I want you to know me as a rapper, but also, like, I can do it, like, because people look at Kendrick, like, yeah, he's a great artist, but they know he's a rapper.
Right.
They're not going to be like, oh, he's not a rapper, he's a rock star. Like, you know, you can say that for some artists, but, like, I want to just be, like, a dope rapper. Like,
you see any of those rappers as competition, or, like, you feel like you're the best, or you just feel like, you're just in your own lane, and then...
I feel like, it is competition, and I do feel like I can stand up against anybody.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm just really worried about myself, because I don't want to get into the whole, like, does my shit sound better than... Because you can take some aspect of somebody else's album and be like, yeah, it is better because it has... But as long as it's true to me and it sounds really good to me...
Yeah.
That's it, man. And then I could always, like, if I feel like, I can make Like, I just love making music. Like, I make music because I feel like I have to, like, get shit off my chest. That's why I started writing to no beat. I just would write raps, and then, like, one day I found a beat that matched up, and was like, I can do this shit. Like, so, yeah, man.
That makes sense, though. Yeah.
Yeah, now I've been, like, writing shit and then making the beat after I write it.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Like,
so how does that work? Like,
I'll write with a BPM in mind.
Right.
And then make the beat to that BPM after I write.
Gotcha. So you just writing to your production. Well, actually, no, you're writing first, and then the production comes later.
Yeah.
I was like, I heard rappers who do that, and I was like, how does that work? Like, usually if I would become a rapper, I want to hear the beat first. Like,
yeah. I mean, because sometimes the beat, you hear a beat and you're like, oh, I gotta start writing. So I like both, but I like the fact that I can do the other way because I guess I just started off writing to beats. Right. So like, I can switch the flows just on that BPM, and then when I hear it, I'll add a new part to the beat to make it interesting.
Right.
Like, I just feel like I'm better at building songs now, so that's what really helped me make beats.
That makes sense. So, like, tell us about, like, your collabs, like, you've done with other platforms. Like, with I.P.Y, you've been on a lot of their lists, and then, like, you perform with, well, they're on the same bucket to Nicole, T, Roswell. Yeah. So, like, how did that come together? Because you guys do perform, like, it's cool, though. Like,
man,
I enjoy it, so.
I really, shout out to I.P.Y, because the first people that I was performing with are, like, some of my close friends, like the Shrugs people, and then... So they saw that I could perform, and I reached out to Michael. He's like the head of I.P.Y, and I was just like, "Yo, can I perform?"
Oh, cool.
And he checked on my stuff, and he was like, "Yeah, sure." And then ever since I did the first one, like, it was like that show was like really fire. Like everybody was like, the whole crowd was going crazy. And so ever since then, like, we've just had, like, a mutual respect. It's like what y'all are doing, like, they making their own platform for events and showcasing artists, and then that led me to work with, like, Capture the People.
Yeah.
And so I'm just, like, I'm trying to, you know, have everybody know that I'm out here taking this shit serious. I'm down to perform. I even did 13 Night Lights for Armando.
I was going to talk about that, too.
Yeah, man, like, everybody, I did some open mics.
Yeah.
I would do open mics. I'm still, like, down to do those. Right. Because I just feel like right now I'm just putting in work. Like, I'm not trying to see, I don't, like, of course the results are great and people listening, but, like, I just know that it's going to be, like, a lot of stuff I have to do, regardless of who's listening, for me to, like, get somewhere with this, like, officially.
Right.
And so that's out the terms of, like, I'm just not stopping. Like, that's the only thing. That's the only way I feel like I could fuck up is if I quit.
Right, that makes sense. Yeah. So have you had, like, people, like, in the industry, like, reach out to you, or anybody, like, small reach out to you, like, hey, we would like to support you, promote you, and all that?
Yeah, man, that happened to me before I was even Bolo. Like, when I was just like radio stations would hit me up, or people. I remember one time, me and Taj, we were supposed to open up for Bryson Tiller.
Right.
And then they just shitted on us because we were mad young, like, and like I was like, damn, we gotta blow up, we gotta blow up now, like before I graduate high school. Yeah. But now I'm at a point where, like, this is kind of like I'm glad I didn't blow up then, because I went through so much shit after that.
Yeah.
And now I feel like I'm in a position, like, if it does come, I can, like, think about it in a better way.
Right.
Yeah.
Got you. But do you have your own team, like, that helps like look after you or look after your music and all that, or are you just doing just like being solo?
I'd say, like, I have a good support system, like, with everybody, like, closely affiliated with Shrugs, like Taj, Keeton, like, just that whole like the whole Shrugs movement. Like, those are like my brothers. Like, those are like just people that they're not just booking me for a show. Yeah. So I feel like we're like a unit, and we always, like, got each other's back. Like, Taj, he's like a real motivation for me, because he's, like, doing real shit, and I've opened, like, my eyes to see, like, behind the scenes, to really tell myself, like, oh, I just have to do certain things, and shit could work out. Like, you just have to keep trying. Right. Because before I was just be like, I'm gonna make a song, drop it, dang, nobody's listening. I just, like, I feel like I knew I didn't know what I needed to do. Yeah. But No, I just know that you just have to do something. You just gotta. That's what the whole Bolo EP was about. Like, I'm just gonna fucking put this suit on. I'm not gonna worry about having a new fit in every picture.
Right.
I'm gonna wear the same fit. I'm gonna do some DIY videos. Just put them shits out, man. Like, cause when I was like, when I was the rapper Josh, like when I was JT.
Yeah.
I wanted to. I made like a whole album. And I was like, no, I need the video to be. Do this when I have the car covered and then get the thing, and then everybody be like, yeah, that sounds good, and it just never happened. So right now I'm like scaling it up. That's why it's taking me a little longer to get the album, because I do want it to be growth, but at the same time I'm not overthinking anything.
Right.
I'm still trying to like capitalize off of like simple shit.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah. And then what do you look for in the future? Like obviously your tape. Yeah. Do we have a date for that yet, or it's just like still up in the air?
This summer.
This summer. Yeah.
I don't want to say a date and then miss it. Like, it's still a lot of behind the scenes stuff going on, but definitely like this year I'm coming.
Gotcha.
And summer camp.
Right.
So, yeah. But as far as like outside of music, I kind of just want like to keep building the Bolo universe. Have people look for me out, like build like even if you don't like my music, you can rock with my character.
Right.
And that could open you up to music later.
Right.
I kind of want to start some like outdoor events, like and just like campaigns to get people outside more, and like just like advocating for the outdoors for real, like become camp counselor Bolo for real.
Right.
And, yeah, and
it's a season, it's spring, summer almost.
Yeah.
So like, yeah.
And just man, and eventually more people get touched by the music, and I can go and get more opportunities, spread the love, man. Right. And that's the real, just more opportunities to spread the love and like bring new ideas to the table. Like, I want to inspire people. Like, I've been inspired to like just do whatever the fuck you want. Like, just do like you can make it work. Like, you don't have to, because I know too many people that like, I gotta be like this, I gotta be like that.
Yeah. And
so I want people like to know you don't gotta be like nothing. Like, you gotta figure out what you want to do.
Right. Gotcha. That makes sense. Like, inspirational. Yeah. Yeah. So like, do you have any shows coming up that are booked, or are you just like chilling till the album drops?
I'm chilling right now. My last show was like last week. Well, May 5th.
Yeah. Was that the one at UGA, or was it
yeah, that one. That.
Oh, what happened there?
Man, just a lot. Just a lot, man. Athens. That was my first time in Athens.
Yeah, for real. Oh, cool.
Yeah. But yeah, long story short, just bullshit, man.
Right.
Just bullshit. I don't know what else. I don't know what to say about that, man. Yeah. It was just there. But right now, I don't have anything booked.
Right.
That could change. But I'd say like just be on the lookout June, July. Like you should probably see me coming back to the stage. But at least for May, I think this is like the rest of this month is there's nothing you're not gonna see me on a stage.
Right.
I just cleared my social media because I just kept like 3 posts. But I'm gonna get ready for the comeback. I'm getting ready for for that next push.
Right. Okay. Well, look out for the album June, July, or even August.
Yeah. The name though is self-titled, just Bohemian Lonely. Yeah. Like the Bolo EP, Bohemian Lonely album.
So how come you don't like switch up the title names? You just like to keep it yourself, or just like?
Well,
is there like a creative reason for it?
Honestly, I was trying to drop this album last year.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do both in the same year, the Bolo EP, then the album.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to like rush it.
Okay.
So that's why I'm gonna drop it this year, and I feel like this is just a introduction. Now the shit I'm writing is kind of like I'm kind of thinking more on a topic, and I just wanted to give me time to like really go like be on some Kendrick shit and go deep into an album, like really make quality shit. So. That's why I'm making sure this is quality. So when I put it out, because once it's out, it's out. Music is forever. When it comes out 5 years, people aren't going to be like, oh, he dropped it in 22 days late, you know? Like, so I'm just making sure that when I do, it's going to stand that time test.
Gotcha. Yeah. So then, like going into like an album process or making a song, is there anything that you like fear the most, or is there something that probably like concerns you the most, or you just go in there and just like?
I used to have a bad problem with like writer's block.
Yeah.
But ever since I started producing, that kind of went away because if I don't feel like writing, I just try to make a beat. Right. And even when I have beat block, I kind of just told myself, like, if I'm not inspired to make music, that means I have to do more shit in my real life. Right. Because I just know inspiration comes and goes. Like, I'm not looking to always be inspired, and I'm not looking for the inspiration to, like, fuel me anymore. Right. I'm just, like, I just got to keep it pushing. Like, I just have to know that I am a rapper, and, like, it's going to come, like, I'm an artist. Because before I was, like, be like, dang, I have writer's block. Am I even legit? Like, right. You know? So I just got to know that it's not a way. It's something just has to hit me. Like, right. That's what Kendrick, he was like, I had writer's block for 2 years. Nothing moved me. I'm like, you got to get moved to really write some real shit. So right. Sometimes you're just not moved. And so you got to get moving. So come God.
So, like, so we all, like, so how do you balance, because you go to Georgia State, well, and then how do you balance you being a full-time musician and then also being a full-time student at the same time?
It's hard, man, because sometimes I just have to be like, man, fuck it, man. Like, I got to get these grades because I'm almost done. And I feel like being in school has given me a lot of opportunities. So, and I changed my major a couple semesters back to something that kind of fits what I'm trying to do now, like media entrepreneurship. So It's kind of like teaching me tactics that I would have to seek out more on my own. But now it's like opening more shit to me that I can. It's giving me books about like music business, and so I can kind of like study the game more.
Right.
And like I told myself I'm not like really rushing to blow up like this instant. I'm more so just focused on getting what I want out, like the music that I want out. So I feel like once I'm done with the school, I could like use it to actually put more into it instead of like regretting like, damn, I should have went to school, like, because I'm almost done, man. So it's just like I'm gonna finish out like
well, spring 2023, I think.
Yeah.
Look out for the graduation date.
You already know. Bolo graduation.
Well, that's
man.
Cool. Yeah. So like, that's my next question. So as your career goes along, so like, would you want to sign to a record label, or would you like stay as independent as long as possible, and if the right situation comes along, you just jump on it, or just like?
I want to see how I can do it. Because if other people can do it, like I just feel like I'm always like, why not me? Like, what I can learn to do that shit.
Right.
And especially nowadays, man, you don't have to be. But I'm not opposed. I'm not like, fuck the labels.
Right.
If somebody's like really sees the talent in me and is like willing to like, and I get like somebody to really look at that paperwork and it's a good decision.
Right.
Why not? Like, I feel like wherever I go, like if I'm signed to a label, I'll take advantage of it like in a good way, because I'm not gonna try to make some like booty music like just to, and I'm not gonna like, and I know about like advances and like making sure that shit is straight. Like I'm like really try to manage that shit right.
Right.
So, yeah.
Got you. And then do you also see yourself like giving like your music is like alternative? I think alternative enough for you to do this, like doing what Andre 3000 did on the Love Below, where he did more vocals and singing than he did more rapping.
Yeah, I really want to, man, like I want to be the guy that I'm at Rolling Loud, I'm at Shaky Knees, I'm at, like I want to do all that shit. That's why I like, but I'm easing into it.
Right.
Like, because the EP is more rap. Like there's no song where you're like, he's singing.
Right.
But on the album, there's like some of those like really experimental songs.
Got you.
And now I'm like, my goal now on the shit I'm making now for the next, because I'm working on the next album after Bohemian Lonely.
Right.
And I want that shit to be some of the trippiest music you'll ever hear.
Right.
So right now I only have one song for that, but I just want everything to be right. And I'm trying to kind of really tell a story now. I'm trying to get deep, because I know like that's the next step for me. Like where every lyric kind of matters. So I'm just like, I'm really taking my time with this, with music now.
Right, gotcha.
But I'm still trying to work. That's why I'm trying to work with everybody so I can still stay active.
Right.
Well, as far as like my own stuff, I kind of want to like live life and write about like some real shit that's going like that moves me, like
right,
not just like random songs, like because sometimes like with the EP, like I would make a random song, but then I'd make a song that means something, and then I'd be like, oh, I didn't even realize I was talking about some real shit on this song, like
right.
But now I'm trying to be more intentional with it. It's more intentional on the album, and I'm trying to be like meticulous with it now.
Right, got you. Yeah, like my friend Alon, he sent me like I was already listening to music before, and then like he's like one of your fans too. He just sent me a link. He's like, yeah, you should check him out. I was like, I already did. He's dope. But,
man, I appreciate it, man.
But yeah, so here, guys, you've been listening to Bohemian Lonely for the last like half hour. He came, like took his day off to come and talk to y'all.
Shout out New Atlanta Radio.
No, appreciate it.
Really giving a voice to the community.
We do our best.
No, this shit's hard, man.
Got you. And so, is there any drops you want to do? Any shout outs? Like,
man, shout out Shrugs. Shout out Outside. Shout out Camp. Shout out my mom. Shout out my dad. Shout out, man, people that really fuck with music, man, and like that really, like, you know, Jay-Z be like, do you listen to music or do you just skim through it?
Yeah.
Shout out to the people who listen to music, because that's who I do it for.
Right. Yeah, that's it, man. For real. This lyrics actually showed that, so he's not bullshitting y'all either. All right, so you've been listening to Bohemian Lonely again. You can find all his music on SoundCloud if you want to listen to Bolo's home studios. And then for the Bolo EP, you can see on every streaming platform. It's 6 songs. Yeah, it's a pretty quick listen.
12 minutes, man. Like, when I dropped it, I was so surprised at the love that it got.
Yeah.
Because when I dropped shit as JT, like, man, that shit was when people saw me in person, I showed it to them and they'd be like, this is really good, but like it didn't do anything outside of that. And for the fact that it kind of got a life of its own, like no matter how big or small, whatever it is, it feels big to me. So it's just like it kind of was a confirmation that I'm doing the right thing with this whole Bolo shit. Like I just got to keep consistent and keep being serious about it.
That makes. Oh yeah, one of your lyrics you said you just dropped the album late, but you didn't know promo for it. It's like is that your mentality for everything you drop? You just gonna drop it with no promo, or you just like? I'm
gonna do singles, a bigger single rollout for the album.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's still gonna be kind of quick. Yeah, I'm still figuring out the whole drop process for this album this summer. Like it's gonna be it. Single is going to be throughout the summer, but the album is going to come towards the end of the summer.
Got you.
And yeah, man, like it's gonna whatever needs to happen. Like I'm real big on like that perfect timing. Like even that Kendrick album, man, like it took him 5 years. He was supposed to drop it a little earlier, but I feel like it came at the perfect time. Like that shit is speaking to me.
Right.
So I'm like. Music knows what it's doing. Like that EP knew what it was gonna do. Like I did not expect for it to do what it did, and I was like, I gotta get it out.
Yeah, you know how it did that? I mean, other than just being good at music, you just.
Well, no, I actually like really put time into like the rollout and shooting videos and making sure that I kind of contact the promo pages and try like really taking it seriously. Like I'm a business. Like instead of just like I make music. Like I'm really focus on the business aspect of it too, like, because that's important.
Got you. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, maybe you just picked those stream like someone heard it.
No, it was intentional, but I still didn't know if that shit would work.
Right.
Because I was just like, are people gonna fuck with it? And I kind of knew that it was real when I saw people that were like, nah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I'm so used to everybody being, oh, this is really good. This is fire, and it goes nowhere. But like, just them polar opinions, like that Daps and Hugs song.
Yeah.
When I first made it. One of my friends was like, yo, this is my favorite song you've ever made. And one of my other friends was like, I don't know. And I was like, oh, yeah, this is it. I like...
No, when you perform, it's like so fun. You like everyone like in a partner, and then like when I sing this song, dap them up.
Yeah.
And everyone just does it. It's like hilarious.
Cool, spreading the love, man. And it's like a after COVID anthem, like couldn't dap and hug.
No, at all.
And that was unintentional, but it's like, so it is intentional at the same time.
Right. You hear that, folks? Yeah, his EP dropping in this summer. So look out in June, July, August. or September. September 20th is the last day of the summer.
So. Yeah. Okay, see, like that's bare. That's the if it don't come out in September, man. Like check on me, man.
School just started again, so you're probably busy.
Yeah, no, it's coming out, man. Like it's, man. I feel the energy. Like just expect me to come soon, man. Like with some shit, like really soon.
Right. Got you. And hey, that was Bohemian Lonely. So again, thank you for coming on the show and speaking to us. We'll make sure to check out like your EP when it drops over the summer, whenever it drops, and then we're gonna stream the hell out of it. I will at least.
Man, thank you.
Yeah, and but we'll be on the lookout for anything else you drop too. So
thank you, man.
Bohemian Lonely is on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, everything that is mainstream, like mainstream. Damn it, like streaming service. Like,
yeah, all the platforms.
Yeah, and SoundCloud. Can't forget SoundCloud. Yeah. All right, man. Thanks again.
Thank you, man.
All right, we gotta see you next Sunday at the same time around 9 p.m. All right, peace out.